Oh, I know we talked about the Green New Deal, climate change, all that insanity a little bit earlier in the show, but I meant to do this. I meant to introduce you to a producer. Mark, is this a real commercial? Do
I
we
believe
know?
so, yeah.
A
It was
Burger
released.
King commercial about. I'm sitting here and I'm wondering, how is this possible? Burger King commercial about methane. Yeah, no, this is a real thing. There are now active campaigns from multinational corporations to deal with cow farts and burps. This is a real commercial. I thought this had to be some kind of a send up, some kind of a joke. Turns out, no, it is not. Play whatever this plays the clip from the methane. The anti-cow fart campaign is upon us. Play 16.
If my cow ain't farting, must be me.
And the formula is free and open source. So join in. Reducing methane. Got the cow kids singing for a better world. Got the cow kids singing for a better world.
This is real, folks. The anti-cow fart campaign. It's a thing now. Washington Post reports that cows produce excess methane as enzymes break down food in their digestive system. This methane gets released through burping and flatulence, and its environmental impact is significant. Cattle contribute 14.5% of the world's global greenhouse gas emissions, and methane warms the planet 86 times more than carbon dioxide over 10 to 20 years. According to the EPA, the livestock industry is directly responsible for approximately a quarter of climate change in the industrial age. Gassy cows, everybody. They're coming for your gassy cows. Look, this is not going to reduce it enough, though. They are going to try to take that steak or that burger out of your mouth. Just give it time. It's going to happen. They can't help themselves. They're that up in your business. They're that insistent on controlling every aspect of your life. They're going to want to control what you put in your mouth, what your dietary needs are. And I got to tell you, there was this huge push in the last few years to create all these burger-like substitutes. And I even was willing, I tried a couple. When I lived in D.C., I tried a few of them. They're not good. They're just not good. Producer Mark, you ever tried those things? Like
I haven't, no.
The very Beyond Meat or Better Than Burger or whatever they call these things.
My wife really liked the one from actually Burger King, but she doesn't eat red meat because it hurts her stomach.
Well, that's like
So
that's like me not eating gluten, which is horrible, but unfortunately I can't, right? I mean, I wish I could sit there and eat French bread and brie and baguettes all day, but I would die. So yeah, I mean, I get that. I mean, look, I guess they're not like inedible, but they're pretty bad. It's sort of like a veggie burger. A veggie burger is a fine accoutrement to my actual burger, as long as you put some like melted cheese on it and some mayo and things like, you know what I mean? Then the veggie burger is kind of acceptable.
So you use the veggie burger as a topping to an actual burger?
Yeah, pretty much. Like if you really want to eat a veggie burger, what you do is you put your meat burger and you make a veggie burger sandwich of your meat burger, So the
is
meat's
that just
in the
a
middle.
way to eat less carbs? Like, I don't understand.
Veggie patty on top and on bottom. I'm just getting creative here. Just telling you what I'm up to. The kind of things that I do. I'm a man who likes to experiment with
Sounds
his,
like that sandwich from KFC where it was the 2 pieces of fried chicken with bacon and cheese in the middle. Forgot what they called that, but
I remember when I worked at the NYPD, there was this Italian sandwich place, and this is when I used to eat gluten. I didn't know that, I couldn't. And they used to go to this Italian sandwich place out in Brooklyn, and guys would drive like 45 minutes. They'd come back with a sandwich, and they'd get cardboard boxes full of these sandwiches with prosciutto and provolone and all that. And the sandwiches were incredible. A really good sandwich goes a long way. I will say. See, this is what happens. The show, I get hungry when we do this radio show. We start talking about food. I start thinking, I'm like, how many people listening to this right now are cooking dinner or sitting down to dinner? Probably a fair amount. They're already eating. I still have to finish a show before I can eat. I want to order barbecue tonight. Now I really am thinking out loud about all this stuff. All right. Oh, there was one other thing I want to get to. This is kind of a mulligan round here of things that I was hoping to address on the show and hadn't had the time yet. Remember I told you yesterday, AOC had maybe the dumbest take possible, the dumbest take imaginable for why there has been a spike in crime in New York City. It was kind of hard to fathom that anybody could come up with this who's a person in public life, a public figure. But no, it happened. And here she is, or rather, here is Governor Cuomo, pardon me, responding to AOC's almost incomprehensibly stupid analysis of why there's a crime spike in New York City. Please play 14.
An incorrect, I don't know what she said, so I have no comment on what she said, but people have theories. An incorrect theory doesn't wind up being correct because there's a void. And I think we have been talking about what's going on. I don't think there is one answer, but I think you raised a good point last week. I think there are a number of contributing factors. And you put all those factors together, and that's what you're seeing going on. There's no one factor, and that's why it's a little more complicated. You know, in politics, they want to be able to say it's just this. It's not just this. There are a number of factors. But I don't think, it is factually impossible that somebody committed a crime so they could pay their rent. If you can't pay your rent, you cannot be evicted right now.
Yeah. The only intelligent thing he said was the last thing. Everything else he said was crap. But anyway, or at least it's a dodge from the fact that we all know why the crime spike is happening. So I actually gave Cuomo gave him too much credit. So yeah, he says he doesn't know what AOC says. I'm sure he did know, but he didn't want to criticize her. Of course, because she has a bigger Twitter audience that would crush him, destroy him. All right, roll call next. Hey, Team Buck, thank you so much for watching The First on YouTube. If you like this video, please click that little thumbs up button so then it will log as liked. And also, if you want to see more great content from The First, please click subscribe.